before we go cycling, we need to make sure that our bike is safe to ride. An M check is a quick and easy way to make sure your bike is safe before you go cycling. For the M check, we're going to start at the front wheel, move up to the handlebars, then move down to the bottom bracket, up to the saddle, before finishing off at the rear wheel. Okay, starting at the front wheel, we need to make sure that it's firmly attached and the quick release lever is in the closed position. We need to make sure that the spokes are all of an even tension and not broken. And we need to make sure there is pressure in the tyre and a quick look round the edge of the tyre to make sure there is no worn patches, no cracks or bulges. Okay, now moving up to the handlebars, we're going to check the brakes. Hold the front brake lever and push the bike forward. If the rear wheel comes off the ground, then your brakes are working. Now do the same with the back. Hold the rear lever, pull the bike backwards. Now the front wheel should come off the ground. Now if, when you do this, if you pull the lever and your bike still goes forward and the wheel doesn't come off the ground, then that means your brakes need attention before you go riding. Okay, now we're going to check the handlebars. So moving to the front of the bike, I'm just going to grip the front wheel between my knees and wobble the handlebars. Now they shouldn't move independently of the wheel. Okay, so that's fine. If your handlebars move like that, then it needs attention before you go cycling. The next thing we're going to check is the headset, which is here. The best way to do this is to turn the handlebars 90 degrees. Just hold here and just rock the bike forward. There shouldn't be any movement. Okay, the handlebars should move freely with no movement here. Okay, that's fine. Now moving down to the bottom bracket, we can look at the pedals, make sure they spin freely and aren't loose. Same on the other side, spin freely but aren't loose. Now we're going to check the bottom bracket is okay. So for this, just grip the crank arm here and wobble it. There shouldn't be any play this way. That's fine. Okay, and a quick check of the drivetrain. Just to do this, just pedal backwards. That's all moving freely. Now, if I was in the wrong gear, I'm going to do this deliberately, and I try to move it back, you can see it's not going as nicely. So all we need to do to fix this, just lift the back wheel up and it should change into gear. And now things move freely. Now we've checked the drivetrain, we're going to move up to the saddle, and as we do this, we just have a look at the frame to make sure there's no cracks, no dents, no damage. We can check round here and also up here as you go through, just to make sure that your frame is okay. When you get up to the saddle, make sure it's the right height and that it is secure. Just give it a little wobble, it shouldn't move. Now moving down to the rear wheel, we need to make sure that that's secure and the quick release lever is in the closed position. Again, with the spokes, make sure they're all of an even tension and there's none of them broken. Up to the tyre, make sure there's decent pressure in the tyre, and again check the sidewalls for cracks, wear and bulges. So if you find any issues while you're doing the M check, make sure that you get them fixed before you go cycling. If not, if everything's fine, then we can go for a ride.